What is going on, guys? Today we are here to look at the 2022 year in review. We wasn't here yesterday, so we didn't actually get to see it, but I just couldn't miss it. This is actually such a big dub from EA, giving us 3 Team of the Year honorables. Very nice in their own right. We've got Martinez as a 90 rated for free, and we will get into the objectives as well. We also have a Liga, and I believe as well Bundesliga as well. So a really nice upgrade to be able to get some either fodder or some actual cards into the club. I believe we should still have Team of the Year honorables coming in once the whole team has been announced into the game, but we will see if we've got anything else. In terms of this, I feel like, again, another cracking one with Glorious 15. If you didn't know, Benzema actually scored 15 hat-tricks last year, which pretty much solidified himself in the Ballon d'Or with the goal contributions, but in general, this is a big dub as well. Scoring 15 separate matches using French players in squad battles on semi-pro or rivals and earn yourself a Team of the Year with a free game loan. So if you did do the Foundations pack, you could have picked Mbappe. If then you did the Moments, you've got Messi, and then finally we have got a Benzema. So actually we can technically have a full loan Team of the Year up front, which, if it's a loan, it's a loan. Benzema, to be honest, is probably going to come in a little bit cheaper than most, especially in terms of the attacking side of stuff. So we can imagine that to be a little bit cheaper than most there. We have the German silverware. I am just interested to see what Benzema's actually coming in at now. Are you tired of using players like this? I would much rather have teams more like this. Then I recommend going over to skycoach.gg for all of your coaching and coins needs. They are cheap, fast and reliable, but at the checkout make sure you are using code JT11 for a discount on your orders. Back to the video. He's still 2.1 mil, so he's holding his price nicely. We have German silverware score using a Colombian player and a Nigerian player in the same squad battle match. Again, semi-pro is pretty much everything they do, and then it is or on the rivals. I'd probably say squad battles would be the same, but we'll have a look and see what we can mix in together. Win a match and score using a Brazilian player with a minimum of 80 dribbling against semi-pro or rivals. Win a match while scoring at least 3 goals using MLS players against squad battles or rivals. Play 6 matches whilst having minimum 3 midfielders from Morocco in your starting squad, obviously semi-pro or rivals. Score using Japanese players in 3 separate matches whilst conceding no more than 1 goal. Okay. That's on against semi-pro rivals, and win 6 matches and score at least 2 goals per match whilst having a minimum of 9 Argentinian players in your starting squad. Again, semi-pro rivals. So let's break this down. So score in 15 matches using a French player. So realistically, that is the start, because that's going to be the longest one to do. You want to make sure you are doing that. That one particularly could be in rivals if you have got an Mbappe, a Griezmann, anybody in terms of a French player who you kind of use as your top goal scorer. That would work fine, and you don't necessarily have to worry about that one. We have got the whole season to do this, which is actually really cool. Oh, okay, we've got 10 days. I was going to say they've given us like 40 days for this. No, they've given us 10 days for this, which is still fine. 15 games is more than enough. Score using a Colombian and a Nigerian player. Again, that one I would say more than likely should be on squad battles, as well as the Brazilian. You can do that on rivals, to be honest, but if you're doing one match with a Nigerian and Colombian scoring, you might as well win with a Brazilian with minimum 80 dribbling. Then we have the MLS, win a match while scoring at least 3 goals with MLS. So again, 3 goals for MLS, 1 Colombian, 1 Nigerian, 1 Brazilian with 80 dribbling. Then we've got play 6 matches with having a minimum of 3 Moroccan midfielders. We'll have a look how expensive they are, because I guarantee they have all gone up. Score using a Japanese player in 3 separate matches whilst not conceding more than 1 goal. So again, you could probably argue that. The Moroccan one, if you've got the midfielders, you could go rivals as well as getting the France, but do you need to have the French player on the starting lineup? I don't think you do. Scoring 15 separate, so that's fine. Player in your squad battles. Okay, so that should be fine. Then we have, they're got to be in your starting lineup. Then win 6 matches with 2 goals per match whilst having a minimum of 9 Argentinians. Win 6, score at least 2 goals per match whilst having. So I think, by the way that reads, you just need the 9 Argentinians in your club, in your starting lineup. You don't technically need to score with them, but I can imagine that probably is where it's going with that. But you don't actually have to have them. So, 1 squad battle match, score with one Colombian, one Nigerian, one Brazilian with 80 dribbling, 3 goals with one MLS player. Then also, if you want to put the Moroccan midfielders in, then that's fine because you'll obviously get the match in there. And one Japanese player needs to score, and that will count as one match. Then you've got 2 more to do with the Japanese player. I would suggest that would be squad battles as well as doing the Moroccan midfielders. Then you'd need to win 6 matches, score at least 2 goals with Argentinian players. I personally then would do the Argentinian one with obviously the French. You'd put the French in for the first match or at least the first 3 matches of Morocco. It gets them out the way, and then obviously you've got the win 6. So let's have a look and just check what players you'd be wanting for this to make it as easy as possible. Obviously, being in squad battles, it's not that much of a deal because obviously you can just use anybody. But in terms of 80 dribbling Brazilians, there should be absolutely plenty. So if I went to Colombians, I've just got Zapata in my head out of everybody. You've got Suarez if you did the dynamic duo. Diaz is always a good shout. If then we go into concepts, we've got Cuadrado, Falcao, Muriel. So you want to be choosing someone like that just to make it as easy as possible. If then we go to Nigeria, I don't know if there's... Oh, there's Oshiman. Of course there is. So, oh, and Musa. So I knew this guy would come back to fruition. Honestly, if you've done that objective, then you're absolutely laughing because that should be so easy to score. You've got your Nigerians then. Chukwueze as well. Absolutely fine. Then, if you wanted French forward... I'm pretty sure everybody knows the French forwards. Mbappe's going to be number 1. Papin, Payet, Diaby, and Kunku. We've got our World Cup cards again. Have I missed something? I've been gone a day. It's not been a year, has it? I swear. I don't know why we've got them again. When did it... November, January the 4th. Well... Okay, that's definitely a glitch if I've ever seen one. They more than likely can't be played. Then if we go for the Brazilians, if we again look for more forwards, if anything, you've got yourselves a Talisca's got that version. Richarlison's got over 80. Pato, even a Jesus, Rafinha and Rodrigo Gold can definitely get you it done. Same with a Richarlison Gold. So you get my drift. There's so many players there that's absolutely fine to do that with. With the MLS... Again, I'm pretty sure forward-wise, Higuain would be a cracking one. You've got Dempsey World Cup, Vela, Pato, more than enough if you wanted. And then the final one to look at would be a Japanese player. So again, I'm pretty sure there's quite a few. Nakata, in fact, I don't even have any forwards. That's interesting. Oh, there we go. As I said, I'm pretty sure we've got Nakata. Doesn't have to be a striker, so that's absolutely fine. And they're the sort of players that you are looking to actually do it with. So if we just run through the list one more time. So the goals with anybody in the French forward doesn't have to be in the starting lineup. Play it in your squad back. Yeah, so obviously you could just start the match with him or not. You can put him on the bench. Score with a Colombian Nigerian. That's 1 squad battles as well as 1 Brazilian as well as the 3 MLS because it's obviously 1 per match there. Then obviously the play 6 with Moroccan midfielders. We'll actually double check them to have a look. Score with the Japanese player in 3 separate. Absolutely fine. And the Argentinian. In terms of the Moroccan midfielders, I can imagine they are quite expensive. If I'm thinking... that they have definitely gone up in price to get that done. So if we go 6k, wow, that's 38th minute, and that's just 1 player. Okay, they are very expensive. The only good thing is, if you get your matches out early, you can technically go do this and just sell them straight after. You might lose a couple of 100 coins on tax, but realistically, you're only spending, like, say, 20k. That is incredible that they're over 6k. I really thought they'd be a lot cheaper than that. I expected them to actually be, obviously, a little bit expensive. Let's just have a look and see what we're looking at. Over 6k. Oh, of course, we've got specials. So we've got a lot of 10Ks here. But they have obviously gone to 1 minute. So more than likely... What card was that? Oh, a team in a tournament. Nice. Then obviously they're probably about 7.5k, I can imagine. You can bid if you wanted. But that one's a pretty standard. Get them gone and obviously sell them on once you're finished with them. And that is it. That is all you've got to do. You get a Team of the Year Benzema loan. You get a 2 rare gold pack with a draft token. We'll take it. 280 plus. 280 plus. 81 double, 81 double, 80 times 5, and then the final 3 Team of the Year honourables. Honestly, I think that's a big dub of an SBC, or objective in fact. Hopefully there is some more, and we'll be back now to get them all done. So make sure you like and subscribe on this one, and I'll catch you all for Team of the Year midfielders today. Take care. Peace.